Edekabo to Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. Today is January 21st, 2026. Mo fẹ́ ṣe video in English àti Yoruba because mo fẹ́ kó yé àwọn tí ò gbọ́ Yorùbá àti àwọn tí ò gbọ́ English. So mo máa ṣe in two languages. I'm actually going to do two different videos. So kẹfẹ́ tí ń sílẹ̀. Now, a few people contact me lórí page mi tán ní pé video kan circulate of Dr. Adedeji Adeleke baba Davido tó sọ pé Davido kọ́ ló father àánú period and that Kemi Olunloyo ló run page yẹn ló ń post fáànù post fún ìyá post fún gbogbo ẹ̀. Mo máa clarify everything for everybody and see. Then Dr. Adeleke mentioned my child. Ibẹ̀ yẹn ni mi ò lè tolerate ibẹ̀ yẹn. Okay, 61 years old, mi máa pé 62. And I'm sure Dr. Adeleke is almost 70 years old. But let's talk about what's important. Now, with regards to the page, èmi ni mo ṣí page yẹn fún àánú. I'm very passionate about Anu's story. Okay? Many women have a new story. Even me, I have a new story. Èmi ni mo ṣí page yẹn ní November 2018. I am a journalist, among other things. Ìgbà tí mo ṣí page yẹn, mo fẹ́ fún Anu ní awareness. Mo fẹ́ fún Anu ní individuality. Mo fẹ́ fún Anu ní exposure. I have a PR specialist degree among my journalism and pharmacy degrees. So I know PR very, very well. Some of you know my work in PR in Canada. At the end of the day, I opened that page in November of 2018. And I was doing an investigation about Davido and the death of Tagbo, Chime, and DJ Olu. At the time I was doing that investigation, Davido actually came and abused me because I did a story about Chioma and Davido breaking up. So kò like story yẹn, ó pè mí wèrè, ó pè mí cheap drug user, ó ní kí n lọ oil pussy mi. Gbogbo ilé mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ náà. Àwọn idiots kan ṣì wà ń ta tán mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. What did Davido do to this woman? At the end of the day, gbogbo yín ti rí sweet. Now, tẹ́mi bá harbor resentment sí Davido because of that very tweet. Tí mo dẹ̀ investigate Tagbo, Chime, àti DJ Olu. At that very time, October of 2018, mo ń bá àwọn family Chime sọ̀rọ̀. Sister wa in pharmacy school at that time. Mo dẹ̀ ń bá àwọn family Tagbo sọ̀rọ̀. Tagbo ló kọ́kọ́ put then Chime and DJ Olu in the car. Now, with that being said, Davido bú mi, Anu Adeleke, ìyá àti grandmother, àwọn náà wá sórí desk mi. So I had 3 cases on my desk. Báwo ni Davido ṣe máa like me? I was doing my job. Investigative journalism, mo fi gbé tàwọn Tagbo. Entertainment and gossip news, mo fi gbé tòun àti Chioma. And now I have another investigation. Mo jókòó pẹ̀lú Ayọ̀ Labinjo ní Options nightclub ní Ìbàdàn. Ìbàdàn ni mo ń gbé ńgbà yẹn. Mo bá Ayọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ with regards to what is going on. Mo gbọ́ side story ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ gbọ́ side story Davido respond. We're not responding to it. Ó wà ní Nigerian Tribune. At the end of the day, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? I called a news conference. I called 12 media outlets, 5 showed up. Channels was one of them. And some others. Nigerian Tribune reporter, Ofal story here. I have all the clips, everything I posted. But my page on Instagram at Kemi Olunloyo doesn't exist anymore. However, I posted many of these things on Facebook and YouTube. You can go and get it there. These are archives. I'm a journalist. At the end of the day, ọmọ yẹn pé 5 years old in November 19th, mo ṣe birthday fún. I paid money out of my own pockets for this child to have a life, an individual life, individuality. You know what they call individuality? Kò fọ́mọ any exposure. Ẹ ṣá mọ Helen Kenya, bó ṣe ń kígbe fún tiẹ̀. At the end of the day, nǹkan tí mo ṣe fáànù nìyẹn. To make the whole thing sweet and rosy, mo ṣe Instagram page fáànù. Mo pe Mr. Biggs, mo de pe manager be, mo ní ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ ṣe birthday mi báyìí. Mo ní how many children? Mo ní there's no children. The celebrant has no friends, kò lọ school, nothing. Mo san owó school ọmọ yìí. Mo de gbé lọ sí school kan lẹ́gbẹ̀lé wọn tán choose ngbà yẹn. Wọ́n gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́. Ayọ̀gbọ́n gbé Ìbàdàn mọ́. But at the end of the day, I registered Anu in school. I paid her tuition fully for that year. Then I took her to First Bank of Nigeria to open a kiddie account that she won't be able to access till 18. Mo wá fi owó sí account yẹn, lump sum, but I've been putting money there every month. Bank manager mi Mohammed, Oluma bá mi check account yẹn. Nobody can touch that account until Anu is 18. And that looks like 5 years' time. Is it not 5 years' time? That's a pandemic. Okay. I wanted her to have money of her own. At the end of the day, most of our fans me who donates anything they have. Fano. One particular girl in London who donates 7 dresses. Fano. Brand new dresses. Oh, lost sister, oh, dear Rashofun. Everything I documented, Muya photo anu. Ninu buwan dresses here. Mama lucky anu once a week. That's more in Ibadan. Ma gbe lọ sí food co, supermarkets, ara oúnjẹ, ara provisions nǹkan tó fẹ́. Ìyá àti lọ síbi iṣẹ́, lọ sí school. Ìgbà míì grandmother ni máa gbé pẹ̀lú mi tá máa lọ oúnjẹ fún. 10,000-20,000 for the month. It's a lot of money at that time. Everything I did with her, I know I documented it. Because I wanted to give that child a little bit of happiness. Nígbà tí mo interview Ayọ̀ sọ fún mi pé Davido di kọ́ ló ń bá sùn. Mo ní chat tí mò ń wò between ìwà àti Davido, ta ló ń chat ẹ̀ ń bí báyìí? Ṣé B-Red ni? Because the DM was coming from B-Red's account. Onírọ̀ Davido ló ń chat on lórí account B-Red, fellow verified account here. In those days, let me see, 2014, 2015, okay. In those days, verification had come. But he didn't want to use his account because he felt like maybe I would go and post it somewhere. At the end of the day, Momu chats him with the investigator. And psychologically, it's actually Davido that was talking to her using B-Red's account. Was B-Red there that night? Muluwambe. Dijolu was there, Untipu, and another person, another manager. I wrote some things online now that this game I've had a threesome and everything. But my interview alone, she threesome or Benikokoso except Davido. I handed the account over to Ayo. And once I handed that account to Ayo, I gave her the password and the username. Because I made that page up with a lot of posts, a lot of archives and all. Multi logins, accounts here in many locations. United States, Qatar. I mean, when I went to Doha, Qatar, on my way to Atlanta, I was cleaning up a lot of things on that plane, accounts and all that stuff. Okay. I gave that account to her. And at the end of the day, Anu grew up into a girl. She's been doing well in school. I saw one of her report cards before I handed the account to them in 2019. But for some reason, no one posted on that account for 4 years. In 2023, when Anu turned 10 years old, one post photo shoot Anu. I loved it. I posted it on my page. I said, miss some people you. Some of you don't understand that when I left Ibadan, I actually shut people down. Same thing when I left Nigeria. I don't want anybody to get in touch with me. Even my family could not get in touch with me in Lagos. I lived in Lagos for 4 years. Clearly to me, she posted Anu for 4 years. I shut everybody down. So, Kid Dr. Adeleke Joko, my son is not on social media. I have an autistic son. Sir, you have 2 autistic grandchildren. Davido's twins. Instead of you to focus on them, you said her own biological son came to say you're a disowner. Is what you Googled. Those things were written by my nephews in 2019. And I did a video and I clarified it with my fans that my son was impersonated. Egbe sorry, Yabo Ojo tried that thing as son disowned her. My youngest son came out on behalf of my autistic son and blasted Yabo in a tweet. The tweet went viral. Dr. Adeleke, can we not go there? You are not supposed to be sitting here as the matriarch of the family. Davido is supposed to be, addressing this issue. So leave my name off it. Okay? I don't have archives of Anu. I don't have Anu's photo. I don't have anything. Titi Labinjo, Emikoni Moron page. Your sister is running the page. Someone came on my DM said you were scared. You went to Dr. Adeleke. You didn't tell your own family. You went to the oppressors. You didn't see anything. Okay.